volando, levantando vuelo, iluminando nuestro camino, sagrado abuelo, crece lindo.
And all those stars, if you look out in the sky, as a firework display like you see on the 4th of July, which is a great occasion for celebration. The universe is a celebration. It is a fireworks show to celebrate that existence is.
What's up, everyone? I am Thomas Sakowitz, and I'm unifying solutions for an ancient future. Hope you're all having an excellent day. Today, I want to talk a little bit about karma. Also a little bit on how we can hack karma. So, karma is, a pretty common term these days. You hear people talking about, oh, my karma this, my karma that, but really, let's get into the essence of what karma truly is and how we can use it to our advantage in our lives, how we can work through these things and also hack into altering it a little bit for the benefit of our existence. So karma contains two syllables. The first one is kar, the second one is ma. Now, kar can be a vehicle, it can be carnal, which is the body, and then, or the flesh, and then we have ma, which is the matrix or the mother, the womb, just essentially also another reference to the body or DNA. You see the matrix, what it really is the womb of matter. So everything that comes along with incarnation has to do with karma. So these are basically the rules of what it is to be in a body. Now, to take this a little bit further, if we look into the ancient Indian yogic or even Egyptian traditions, a lot of these systems talk about the energy lines in the body. So we have the positive, the negative, and the neutral channel in the body, which I've talked about before, known as the Ida, the Pingala, and the Sushumna. Now, when we go about our daily activities, we have certain things that happen to us and we react to them in certain ways, whether it's our thoughts or our actions, emotions, feelings, all of these different things. Karma is talked about as building up as positive and negative seeds in the positive and negative channel. So what does this mean? Well, this means that when we react in a certain way to a thing, we create a stamp or a seed or habitual pattern in our central nervous system. You see, our brain, our central nervous system records everything that's going on in our world. Whether or not we remember it, our central nervous system is recording that. So this has been proven in Pavlov's dog experiment.
Behavioral psychologists have come up with new views, not only of animal behavior, but of human nature as well. And these views all concern a process that we take for granted, learning, because we are all truly born to learn. Ironically, one of the most important figures in the study of learning, Ivan Pavlov, wasn't concerned with the subject at all, at least not at first. Pavlov, a noted Russian scientist, won the Nobel Prize for Physiology and Medicine in 1904. As this original footage shows, Pavlov was initially interested in digestion and the action of the salivary glands. By diverting the saliva of dogs into test tubes, he could precisely measure if and how much they salivated during digestion. When food was presented, the dog salivated quickly, an inherited salivary reflex. But over repeated testings, a strange thing happened. The dog salivated before contact with the food. Just the sight of the food was enough to stimulate their drooling.
You can go and you can see that basically someone can be trained with a bell. And this is basically what's also going on, when we're watching TV, when we're listening to music, all these things, we go into trance and we train ourselves to have certain reactions or certain types of programming, essentially. So how can we work through this? How can we combat this? How can we transform this into something that is to our advantage? Well, we can actually deprogram and reprogram our central nervous system rather than just living out these reactions in our day-to-day life. So basically, the seeds of karma are fulfilled externally to us. This means that because our body is a electric magnetic transistor or antenna, this means that when we program ourselves in a certain way, we then attract, the magnetic energy of our body attracts similar experience again, and our electric part sends these signals out. And so what we can do is, through meditation and yoga and these different practices, we can go into our central nervous system and we can essentially hack it, playing out these karmic seeds internally to us so that they don't have to manifest externally. And then the way that we build up positive karma is by doing good deeds. So just as when you have a negative emotional reaction to something, let's say someone yelling at you, when you yell and you fight back, that creates that negative seed of karma. Now the positive seed is when you just go out and decide to do something good for someone, maybe give someone a pat on the back, maybe you help one of your friends moving or something. All these good deeds, these add up into positive karma, because these energies, these good feelings, also store themselves in our body and then attract and repel similar experiences over and over again. So I hope this has been a helpful transmission on karma. Plan to go into a little bit deeper in this in the future, but simple yet very in-depth explanation of karma. Have a beautiful day.
And since you're all here and engaged in this sort of inquiry and listening to this sort of lecture, I assume that you're all on the process of waking up. Or else you're teasing yourselves with some kind of flirtation with waking up.